I forget. Are they gonna talk? Anyway, this is like we're on part 3 of this. Oh wait, this is Camel. Camel has been on Seamus's Corey side as long as anybody can remember. No one knows, excuse me, which came first, the name or the distinctive double hump roof. The Campbell was erected by Arthur Boeing, the grandfather of the current landlord Godfrey, in 1929. Tuesday quiz, Wednesday open mic, Thursday cribbage night. I have no idea. Okay, can we get up here? Fisherman, museum volunteer. That's Godfrey that we just read about. Why she not barking? She knows she's supposed to be barking. Oh, we got one. Odin's widow, Sally Mapes.
We were 14 when we started going out. Me and my friend Cassia had started a beach clean at the weekend, and Ogden turned up with his mate Godfrey. I had no idea Ogden liked me. He was the tallest in our year, and we all fancied him. By the time we reached the little cove at the north end of the beach, he'd asked me to come to a concert he was playing in. I said yes. We'd been going out for a few years when I applied to Floristry College on the mainland. I didn't tell Ogden. I didn't believe I'd get in, and didn't want him to think I was trying to get away from him. Ogden might have looked mature and confident, but he was a gentle soul, not nearly as sure of himself as he looked.
College. Always choose your education over a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
But I did get in.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And he was gutted. I felt terrible. I didn't want to hurt Ogden. He said he didn't mind, but I could see he was covering. My last week on Shelmerston was really hard. Every time I saw him, it felt so strained, and I couldn't sleep. Finally, on my last night, I made a decision. I would take an apprenticeship at the garden centre on the island instead, so we could stay together. It felt like the right thing to do.
God.
I would tell Ogden in the morning. But when I opened the door the next day, I found Ogden's sousaphone left on the doorstep. I was terrified. What did it mean? What had he done? I ran down to his house, my heart in my mouth. His mum, she never did like me, was a little bit smug. She told me Ogden had sailed off to New Zealand. He was headed to Christchurch, she said, and didn't know when he was coming back. Then she shut the door. I was more than a bit tearful, but, you know, looking back, I think we both needed to have a bit of an adventure.
I spent a lot of time with Sally during this period. We used to meet up quite often when she returned from Floristry College and I was working at the museum. For a while I thought maybe we would get together. But she always seemed a bit out of reach, sort of distracted. Well, it makes sense now.
So where is the sousaphone? Crab lunch. Chopping board. Cutlery. Blueberry. Wait a minute. You would have thought it was the sousaphone, but it's the goddamn ship and the bottle. It's missing the ship, ain't it? That don't even make no sense.
How did that get in there?
She's right. I always wonder how they be getting in there. I don't have the patience to build that because I always be seeing them with them little like, what do you even call that shit? Like the little tweezers trying to make that shit work. Couldn't be me. I'm sorry.
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris. I'll pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
Okay. Let's go back in here because I don't want to backtrack. What would that even be? It's not Susan the Crab. Bacon tray. She ain't barked yet, so I clearly ain't found it. Oh. There we go. $14. You gotta find 14. We don't. Okay. Oh, where y'all come from? I like how everybody is suddenly turning, like, slowly turning into animals. Are y'all just tourists? Would it be so obvious to be a Grinkin? one of these. Is it a thing? Is it a house? No, that thing is not. I feel like this would be it. Yeah, there it is. How would I turn it? I would need the eyeballs. The Grankin was hiding in the Grankin. It's just a sweet shot. I feel like these are it. We getting there. We gonna have to go building by building. What you hiding in these spots? Oh, it's like a chocolate anchor. Merlot Preservation Trust Collection 10. Collecting money for the Merlot Preservation Trust. Merlots are an extremely rare aquatic mammal that is native to Shelmiston. Merlots were nearly hunted to extinction in the 1980s. That's the... We got a statue of that too. Sally and Maples and Odin's book house. She is a flower ranger, right? Oh, you know what? It is that. It's like flipped up. How do I turn it to get... I feel like this is it. Oh, okay. This is also it. There we go. Found another memory. Shop key. So this one. Let's go through the story real quick. Oldest childhood friend.
I remember we was walking home from school, a bunch of us, and I told him my granddad said the lad had a live Bactrian camel living somewhere in the woods. Everyone laughed, but I told them it was true. Ogden didn't believe me. Someone would have seen it. He dared me to climb in and prove it. I told him he'd have to come with me. Sneaking past the big house, we were almost caught by the gamekeeper and had to run. Hell for leather for the woods. We reached the trees out of breath. I was bent double and leant against a tree. Ogden had better breath control and he recovered quickly. He saw it first. The clouds parted, the moon shone down, and Ogden gasped. And then I did too. Was it? It was. The next day, we were kicking ourselves. We had no proof. No one was going to believe us. But we knew what we saw.
The camel.
Oh, yeah, he was a couple of years above these chaps at school. Oh, and he's right. No one believed them. We gave them so much stick.
Oh, that's my thingy. Is it the heads? How am I supposed to make this shit? These are starting to get kind of hard. But you gotta find the shapes. So there's a camel in this book somewhere. Lucky Dip, what's in there? The camel. No, not the water pistol. The camel.
Camels are so obviously a made-up animal. Humans will believe any old rubbish.
How was it made up if you can fucking see it? What the hell does she think a dog is? Okay, it's like a circuitry. It just needs to turn all the way around. Flip it upside down. Bring it. Oh, there we upside down. There we flip it. I feel like that's it. We gotta get rid of all this ice cream. Oh, that's the only thing it can be. And it's blinking. Does it want me to keep this but have some of the ice cream showing? Yeah, there we go, there we go. Oh, turn into place. That's it right there. It's not blinking fast though. That should be it. feel like that was it. Let's go. We only found 6 out of 14. These levels are getting longer and longer. What's this? Queen of the Isles. In 2006, the Tipunkan People's Government signed a deal with CDEP Corporation to make Shelmiston's harbor suitable for larger vessels, building a new harbor aimed in dredging the southern bay. Oh. They also part-funded the Queen of the Isles, connecting Shelmiston to the mainland with weekly ferry services. Get on her. What is this? Comforter. I mean, it's for. Why are you in there, sir? This is a building. Lord of the Arts. A glittering star-studded cast of top artists and celebrities were in attendance for the opening of Shelmiston's new sculpture garden, handing out around the island's Leard was said to be delighted with the reception of the opening event. In a brief statement to the press, he announced that the land and the grounds of Outram Hall would be left in a trust for future generations of art lovers to walk the grounds and enjoy world-class works in a natural setting. Shelmiston Museum may be set to open again. The museum has been shut since the death of Morris Lipton, who has a new honor. Since the death of his curator, Morris Lipton, has a new honor circus legend, Siri Jackson, who recently returned to the island after retiring from a glizzy, which over is cleared. So the museum is kind of safe, right? I feel like he should have said something about that. At the benches. Sally got another memory.
I missed Ogden so much, and for the first month there was no letter at all. I took my place at college on the mainland without knowing how he was feeling. It was a shock how low it made me, even though I was working with flowers, my dream job. I threw myself into making friends and working as hard as I could. I wondered about him travelling the world, without me and without his sousaphone. What he was doing, how he was feeling. Then the letters started arriving, and it was amazing. Each one came with a penny from a different country. One from Valparaiso, another from Dakar. I wrote back and told Ogden about my course, trips to Kew Gardens, which were amazing. And Ogden told me about his voyage,
And see, she
watching
almost didn't go
dolphins
to
and flying
college,
fish,
and
crossing the equator.
she was gonna stay
Sometimes
on that
we
town,
were both
and he
lonely.
left
We
and
poured
started
out our
traveling
hearts
the
to each
world.
other.
And she would,
In
she
a
would've
funny
just
way,
been
I think the letters
stuck.
made us closer than ever. When he arrived in Christchurch, he'd send me flowers pressed in his letters. I sent him a shell from home, and then he sent me a New Zealand halfpenny. It was my favourite.
The fuck is
On
that?
one side was the head of a Maori tiki. Ogden told me it was lucky. I came back to the island, and when my father died, I opened up my own florist shop on the quay. I tucked the halfpenny under the front step for luck, polished up Ogden's sousaphone and put it in the window. They both brought me luck, and the shop flourished. One day, Ogden showed up at the shop, completely out of the blue. He told me there was nowhere like Shelmerston, and no one like me. I was so thrilled to see him, I asked him to marry me there and then.
She asked
He
Miriam.
said yes.
The lure of Shelmerston. It always pulls people back when they try to move away. They were a lovely couple, Sally and Ogden.
Hell no. So where's the tiki? It's supposed to be a coin, right? Wait, so Compters were small local prisons where the English sheriff put debtors, dissenters, and other troublemakers. This modern take on the Compter was installed by Seabeef when they built the Harbor Arm, a novel way to control rowdy antics of certain sea days. So he's an employee that was just locked in there. How did they get him out? She spent the penny that was supposed to be like a sacred seed. I don't know
One
what
good
this
thing about
relationship
being
is.
dead, I'll never have to deal with counting change again.
This penny was supposed to mean so much, and she put it in the fucking telescope. What kind of relationship is this? Like, this is what I be saying, y'all. These relationships are not everything. Some of y'all are actually fucking crazy. So I feel like we did everything on this side. Did we go in here? Nope.
Yum yum kippers. Yummy kippers. Yum yum kippers. Yummy kippers.
Oh, she's just like calling out to us. is exactly a kipple? Kipple. Is it just a fish?
Yummy kippers.
I mean, she is like drying them out and everything. Mussels. I thought they was clams. Wait, what did they say? Time for toast. This building is a stern half of the Patrice and a farmer Shelmiston fishing lugger, and was converted by Burke and Goodgoo. Is that how you say it? Goodgoo. In the early 90s. This toast room serves dry toast almost exclusively to fish folk. There's always a queue. Until the day they came up to land fish, people had never eaten dry food. They adored it. Toast is their absolute favorite, and it's the main reason fish folk integrated with the economy and practices of dry ciders. It is said that until toast, they had no interest in money or clothes. Okay, so now it's explaining like why the people look like birds and shit. Because at first I wasn't seeing like a lot of birds, but the math is starting to math. There's our person right here. Oh, we're on 9. I thought we was on 7. We're almost done. I want to see inside this. And they just toast different bread for the fish people. Oh shit, I'm not even fucking with you. I do not care about the riddle man. There should be a Grankin in here, right? Who is... What is that actually? Yep, this is. giving me shape. Is that not the shape? That's the shape, ain't it? I shouldn't have to get rid of the whole thing. I just need to get the basic shape. Okay, come on, that's gotta be it, come on. But it like wants me to turn it a certain way. I be playing with these too long. See, I have that basic diamond shape in the red, but the back part is not right. Is there a way I can turn it to get rid of that yellow? Oh, come on, that's it. That's the shape. Now this was apparent. That's the shape too. Come on. That's the shape. This upside down. If I flip it upside down, could I get the shape? What? You just needed a corner of it? That one was difficult. You got 4 more to go. Show me some Chanderly. Locking a wide range of ropes and lines, boat hardware, safety equipment, maps, and charts. Whether you're a fisherman or a leisure sailor, we probably have what you need, and if we don't, we can order it from the mainland. some of these are slightly more obvious than the others. Not in a bad way. Like, there's some puzzle games where it's just like, where's the puzzle? Or even like the what is it? The little riddle fox. That shit is too vague of a riddle. What's it? Chambly Shed. Shamson's Chambly sells all the larger items from the shed. It was originally the front half of the boat of the Beatrice Anne Chamberlain lugger that was sawed in half when she reached the end of her career as a fishing boat. You find the stern of the Beatrice Anne just along the quarry. So we saw the stern already. Okay. She didn't bark, so I'm assuming. Toolbox. We're almost done. Skylark. They work day and night fixing up this work, but it never seems to get finished. Bootlegger and music.
I remember when a young Ogden asked to join the Shelmerston Silver Band. I recognised his talent immediately. He could play anything, that lad. Literally anything. Eventually he settled on the sousaphone, which he always insisted on playing with his lucky bronze mouthpiece.
What does that look like?
One evening after the Silver Band played a storming concert in the Camel, Ogden and Sally got it into their heads to go for a night swim in the harbour, young love and all that. Ogden left his mouthpiece behind, and when we came back the next morning to pack up, it had disappeared. It really rattled him. Ogden was worried he wouldn't be able to perform without it, but of course, next time we played, he was just as good as ever. Didn't need any lucky mouthpiece, Sir Ogden.
So where is
He
it?
could play anything, that lad.
Ogden was so talented. A real virtuoso. Oh, I loved listening to him play.
Ugh, speak for yourself, Morris. It was a terrible racket.
So she does not like the music. Gotta be one of these, right? Oh, no wonder he's a bootlegger, making his own liquor. These look like mouthpieces. Don't none of them say Odin on there? There it is. It's not a funnel, it's a mouthpiece. I hope they cleaned it before they ran alcohol
They
through
seem
it.
to have been using it as a funnel. These bootleggers are very resourceful.
Got a couple more. Scallops and lobsters. You don't got nothing to say. Oh my god, it's still going. Okay, it's gotta be this, right? What do we have? Oh, okay. Maybe it's him. No. What's this? Oh, that should be it. That in this one. One more. And then they should be in the garden, right? Nothing here. Farm. There we go. Now we can go talk to him. Gaston Ferry Fish Stall. And it's Simon Grun, the cricket umpire. I've never seen anybody play cricket before in real life. I always thought that was like a little Harry Potter sport.
It was the day of the island cricket match out on the volcanic sand spit. We had lost to Appledore for the past 3 years and it was my first year as captain. I didn't want another loss on my watch. Ogden had just come back from New Zealand and told me he'd be up for it. I wasn't sure. I remembered Ogden from school. He was lanky and good in the field, but batting... not sure. Ogden showed up with his own bat. He told me he'd won it in a pub in Dunedin and that it had belonged to a famous New Zealand player. I wondered whether I should put him into bat at all, but Ogden whispered to me that he'd been playing on deck all the way home. I knew Ogden wasn't a bluffer, but he was never the guy who got picked for the first team at school. Still, I had nothing to lose. Ogden hit a six with his first stroke. We went wild! And just when I thought it must be a fluke, he hit another! And another! He was a machine! Ogden hit so many cricket balls out into the sea that we had to stop play. We'd run out. It was a stunning win, and we carried Ogden back across the sand and into the Camel. Even though he'd won the match pretty much single-handedly, he insisted it was all down to the bat and plenty of practice. Ogden was solid gold.
So,
How's that? What a great day that was. And we've beaten Appledore every year since.
Appledore.
Those poor chaps never did recover from Ogden's incredible batting.
So now, where's the cricket ball? Another double-layered one. That's weird.
Hey, Morris, remember when we found one of these heavy balls on the beach and I dropped it on your toe?
Oh my god.
Ah, yes. A very distinctive odour indeed. I reckon I can find him from this. Here I come, Ogden.
Let's do it.
Oh, this feels so good. Terrific to see you, Morris. Oh, it's great to see you too, mate.
Have a stretch, Ogden. We have a question for you.
Sparky! Owner of the very finest singing voice on the island. What can I do for you?
Well, it's about the custodian. We need a replacement.
Ah, yes. I've heard that volcano rumbling. Poor Aggie must be very tired. Yes, she is. We need a replacement. Oh, you want me to be the custodian? Well, I'm honored, but I can't. Are you sure?
My thing is,
The island is in dire need. I know, and I sympathize, but Sally is the other half of me. I need to watch over her. Everything else may be changing, but she's my constant, and I'm hers. I need to go into the West with her when it's her time. Yes, I understand. You two always did have an enviable connection.
I'll take that.
We were very lucky to find each other. And I'm still lucky just to watch
Them
over
up to,
her.
though,
Makes this place still
Little
feel a
excuses.
bit like home, even as it changes. So I'm going to stay. But listen, once you've found the custodian, come back and enjoy a sniff of that beer in the Camel with me, eh? Sure, Ogden. Well, see you around.
oh, this volcano is getting worse.
Well, after all these years, Ogden still carries that torch for Sally. I wish I'd been so lucky. Things I should have done.
You were busy with the museum, Morris. And you did walks and you did fetch and belly rubs and...
Yeah, all right, yes. I was very busy. Thank you for reminding me.
You did plenty. But now you need to find the next custodian.
Hey, how long has Aggie been custodian?
Oh, a little while now. You've met her, actually.
I have?
Well, her body, anyway. In the museum.
What? Her body? In the museum? Oh, wait!
That's right, Morris.
The Bog Lady. The Bog Lady of Shelmerston. Well, that's Aggie.
Well, that's her body anyway. Her spirit is all around us, of course.
But Aggie is Bronze Age. 3,000 years. She's been custodian all that time?
Yep.
Wow. No wonder she's
She just
tired.
sound-
More tired every minute.
Oh, shit, she
We
be
need to
tired.
get to the next prospect. Greg Litherland, at the campsite.
Greg. Okay.
Why did you say it like that? This volcano is getting worse. Oh, we gotta do this at nighttime now?
The one part of the island I never spent much time at. I never cared for camping.
Same.
Although we did find a lot of Bronze Age goods down here. Really fascinating bits and bobs. I reckon this was an important place once. And not just to shellers.
Oh, there's so many great smells here. Oh, and so many rabbits to chase. Stop it, Sparky, you have a job to do.
You know, I suppose I do like it better up here now I don't have to worry about combing all those burrs out of your fur. At least this part of Shelmerston isn't changing too much.
Yes. Now let's sniff out Greg.
Yeah, I always found Greg a bit difficult. That business with the owl of his.
He wasn't a bad guy at heart. Just liked animals a bit more than people, sometimes. Maybe. But who can blame him? Let's find some people who remembered him. Dig a little deeper.
Memories of Greg Litherland. Here we come.
Okay. Greg ran the campsite where his prickly demeanor and insistence on the rules were notorious. He was a keen bird watcher, nature lover, campaigner for the protections of the Mullows, a huge fan of, a campaigner. I cannot read. A campaigner for the protection of the Merlots and a huge fan of sheller racing. Greg captured the excitement of the sport with his photographs. Okay, he died in 2016. Okay, this is a good place to just cut right here. Do an hour on each person. I think we're almost done. So I'll see y'all in the next episode.